Hello and peace greetings, everyone. This is a series that we have every week on WomenOpreneur, spilling their secrets and time out with women across the world. And today we have with us TEJAL VASA. Welcome, Madam TEJAL, Miss TEJAL.
Thank you, Dr. Azeeza. It's an honor, it's a privilege seeing you, your platform. It's been 5 years we met, and now when I see such a big platform you have grown up with, so it's my honor to be here. Thank you so much for the invitation. Thank you.
Thank you, dear. Thank you. Thank you so much. And in this series, we bring to the audience amazing women who have done awesome work and growth in their journey, inspiring the world. And you are one such person. We are very, very happy to have you on our space. And you have grown amazingly well in the last 5 years.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
All your blessings of friends like you, well-wishers, somewhere. We all, you being in a woman, I've seen you, grown up and, raised yourself like anything, Dr. Azeeza. So you are an inspiration for me, equally, more than that, actually, yeah.
Thank you so much.
For this honor.
Thank you. And dear friends, this series with Madam Miss TEJAL, she's the founder at Spirits of Life Training Consultants, NLP practitioner, motivational speaker, corporate educational consultant. She's the president of Employment Cell North Mumbai, BJP Maharashtra, and she's the executive vice president of Humanity First Foundation, and working since 15 years with corporate and educational sectors into learning and development. And I'm so excited that we are having you on the space. And I met you in Mumbai. Are you still in Mumbai?
I'm very much in Mumbai. I am based at the western suburb of Mumbai, and it's a Borivali West, the location which is called Borivali, Kandivali West. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm very much in Mumbai.
So tell us what you love about your place, where you are from right now.
This place, first of all, for everybody from namaskar, and from India to everybody whoever is watching us right now. And I'm based out at Mumbai. It's been you can say now 15 years. I'm based in Mumbai. I'm born and brought up in one of the place called Raipur. That is in India. It's the capital of Chhattisgarh, one of the states Chhattisgarh, and capital of Chhattisgarh basically. But yeah, this is we are now completely permanently based out in Mumbai. So what I like about Mumbai, it's very lively basically. There's always a never giving attitude we all have here. This city never sleeps. This city never sleeps. They never give up. Right now also, if you can see, there's the pandemic time going on, but the people are very positive. They are very motivating. Yes, there are chaos, but still, they never give up attitude they always have. And this place always, accept you, giving you hug. They hug you, and this land is something they always help you to grow in this city. Basically, earlier it was not much easier for me also to get adjusted in this atmosphere, because this is something very fast going city. You can't just very much slow, and with your very slow movement does not work in the city actually. But gradually when I see when you actually see the liveliness of this city, you really love to be in this town. It's really very happening place to live with. Yeah.
You are reminding me of something about being lively and welcoming, because how many times did we really meet? 2 times maybe?
2 times, yeah. I think 2 times. Once when Mr. your husband was there, and one more time, I think, yeah. But it was a privileged, good meeting we had, actually, correct.
So when you think about it, we just met 2 times, but we have bonded so much. And you're not the only one. I love to come to Mumbai because everybody there are so welcoming, and the relationships are no matter what happens, that the relationship is there, and it's a very interesting bonding actually when I think about it. So
People here like to explore, like, they like to network, they like to connect, actually they like to learn, they have the learning skills, like, because they want to do something new here. So when if you're out from any country, if anybody is coming in this town or this city, they always get something new, they always get something like, new connections, new business, or they're never going back with the empty handed, which I have seen, like, till now, like,
fantastic. And I
yeah.
want to ask you right now in the space that you have grown, and I'm just so happy that it's, seeing your posters and all the different medias. Now, I want you to spill that secret to us. What was some of the challenges you faced or something you felt like you are not breaking through, and how did you break through? Tell us about that.
See, like, I have, if you can see, like, I'm working since 15 years, like, it's now almost 15 years, like, more than that. I have started my career in very young age. After my, like, my graduation, you can say, I started my career, like, so 10 years I have worked with the corporate sectors. I was working with Reliance as a project in charge, and yeah, yeah, Dr.
No,
Azeeza.
you're
You,
going to explain to me about young age. You mean you're old now?
no,
You are
yeah,
still looking so young. I don't look
I'm
like, 5 years doesn't look like that. You're still the same.
young in sense, like, you can say a young girl of 16, 17, 18 year of a girl, like, she was like with lots of dreams, lots of, like, that time something charm was do. Now it's 15 years, like, so definitely we are young, no ways, and we will be like young for whole life. But that journey I started in very young age, like, the time which was something 16, 17 years of age, or 18 years, you can say, like that.
Wow.
And then I worked with the company corporates like Reliance Telecom and Jet Airways, SDFC Bank. So I was working there as a project in charge with Reliance. I was always with the customer centricity and the public relation projects. Basically, I was into operations and the training department. Like, when I met you, that time I left my job, and that was something, a new journey I was starting altogether. Like, in 2012, I left my job with the Jet Airways, and that time I was working as a training manager with Jet Airways. And I took that challenge, like, that I want to do something myself, and this is something, like, I'm not getting justified of my time which I'm investing in my career, or which my the spark which is there inside, hidden inside me, basically. And hence I started my own things from 2012. And initially I started to as with some vendors as a freelancer, and though I was already having a big exposure and experience with a high position, but at that time I took as a freelancer only at the same time. And then I got certified with many organizations, with Maruti, with Accenture, with Airtel, so with banking sector, Axis Bank. So this companies have certified me, and then I got got empaneled with them and trained their organizations, like. And then I gradually started my own, like, so in 2014, or you can say 2012 only, or 13 only, I started my company, like. And now my company is it's registered, and I'm working with the power plant, nuclear Bhabha power plant. It's one of the biggest power plant of India. So they are my clients, like, it's a nuclear power plant, basically. uh, Adani, Reliance Thermal Power, they are my clients, like. So others, like, so whenever you are self-employed, so it's not a cakewalk. You cannot just get the things easily. So, like, that everything is on platter. It's not at all possible. And with all this dignity and with all respect, like, it's very hard shift for any woman. Specifically, like, you have all personal challenges also. Specifically, when you are very down to earth person. Specifically, when you don't know how to manipulate and how to face this challenging world, because I'm very straightforward. You can say my weakness, or maybe you can say my strength. I don't know. Like, it goes both ways.
Definitely.
It depend on the situation to situation, actually, in that way, like, So because I'm very very clean hearted person, I can't manipulate, like. But when you are into business, you should know how to be diplomatic. You can't just be so blunt. You can't be just so straightforward, basically. Yeah.
I like it. You said that, you are not manipulative and you need to be diplomatic. So it's
Yes,
not like you need to be
it's
diplomatic. I like that.
yeah, there is a difference, like, so manipulation, it's somewhere you are talking about yourself, you are just trying to gain something, it's about greediness somewhere. But when you talk
Yes.
about diplomatic, it's like how to balance the situation, basically, or how to balance the relationship, basically, in that way. So when as an entrepreneur, when you are working into field, you need to be diplomatic, though with all positivity, though with all maturity and wisdom, that it should not get a negatively impact on others also, and equally on yourself also, basically. So this challenge, if you really ask what is the challenge, so this balance is a challenge for any person, whether it's a man or woman, specifically for a woman, basically. And as you know, in being in a single woman, or even you're a married woman or anybody, we have to face these challenges. It's a man world. No matter how independent, self-independent, whatever you are, no matter what positions we all carry right now. But being in a woman, you have to face this challenge, and that does not mean that men don't have to face that. It's nowadays it's equally challenging for them also. Like,
Right.
but for us as a woman, we have to manage our family, we have to manage ourselves, our body, our structures, our physical health. With the age, there is lots of changes in your body. So this mentally, physically, you have to take care of yourself. Like sometimes mood things, sometimes you're not feeling good to do the work. So these are the challenges, basically. But yes, this is the life. Like, if you know that I cannot give up, like, if you know that where is my focus, so definitely you will keep going. Yeah, like, if suppose today I have to reach here in this destination, I have to come on time for that particular time. I should know the destination, otherwise I will be misguided, I will be distracted. So if you have to reach your destination, you should know your goals, basically. So goal, I'm not talking about the bigger goals to achieve something, to prove something to someone. I'm not at all into that. I'm not at all into any kind of rat race, because you don't need to prove anybody anything. Everybody is doing perfectly fine in their own ways. Wherever you reach, somewhere someone will be ahead of you. Wherever you reach, somewhere will be behind you, and wherever you reach, someone will be next to you. So there is no need to prove anybody anything. We are all are in our own journeys, basically. Just make sure that whatever the journey you have been given, just make sure that you are satisfied and peaceful about it. So even if you are earning a 5 lakh rupees in a month or 5,000 in a month, but the main thing is, are you mentally, physically at peace? That is the main thing which you need to focus. Like, so you run that much which your body accept it or your mind accept it. Like, you don't need to prove to anybody. Like, so I'm
Wow,
out of that rat race.
I just love that. You don't have to prove anybody anything, just be at peace with
Anything.
yourself. That is
Yes.
that is it. That is it. So powerful, and your
Yeah.
messages are coming out like what do you say? I'm lost for words actually right now, as you can see, because so much of
It's
wisdom, so much
yeah,
of
it's something like,
good
when
vibration.
when you're walking on the floor and you've fallen, and then you again get up, when you fall down and again get up. So now you have learned to at least walk peacefully. Like, I will not say I have learned to walk perfectly. That is not possible, because whole life I have to learn that thing. But at least you know how to take your steps steadily and slowly and gradually, basically. That thing.
That's right. So powerful. Very nice. Very nice. If I were to ask you, like, what was the one breakthrough? What is there anything that you felt like, oh my God, I have this breakthrough in my life? When was that? And how did you come across it? What was it in you that made you come across it?
So breakthrough, if you really ask me, to your bitter experiences are always a breakthrough, if you really ask me. So bitter experiences are not exactly the negativity. There is no negative as such in anything. It's a lesson always. So my when I started my own things, like as a self-employed, so I was also going through some personal challenges in my life, basically, like with my relationship. Actually, it was my ex experience, basically, and that was for a very short period. But that particular experience has really made me to love myself. I was already
Oh,
professional, though I was working, but the thing is, the self love was missing somewhere. So, like, you were doing something just to do, but that time I realized, are you really doing for yourself? Where is your identity? Like, where are you really happy for yourself? Right now, you're doing just to do it. We normally do jobs to survive, or we normally do jobs for the pocket monies, or we normally do job for the post and position. But when I am doing this work, I'm doing it for self, like, like. So my I'll say my bitter experiences were my breakthrough. Like, that has really made me, Tejal, you need to love yourself. Tejal, you need to take care of yourself. At the same time, I will add on one more thing. Please check your audience carefully. So check your audience carefully. Please choose your audience very carefully. So why I'm saying this thing, when I was going through the tough time in my life, I was like so innocent that I used to pick any Tom, Dick, and Harry and share my bitter experiences to them basically. And then they used to, like, make fun of it, or sometimes they feel pity about it. So if you are asking a PhD question to a 10th pass, you are not going to get the right answer out of it.
I
So
love that.
choose your friend circles and your audience very carefully, whether it's a professional life or in a personal life. Don't ever just jump into anybody to just to vent out, or just you feel everybody's your well wisher. No, it's not about that people are bad or good. There's no good and bad. It's about the experiences are different, wisdoms are different. Like, so you really need to take care whether that really the person is the correct connect or not whom you're sharing to. Like, so breakthroughs are, yeah, this only, like, that because when I saw that my friends whom I was sharing the things, I saw they are really not making like, justified what I shared to them, and it was somewhere making fun of myself. Like, so that was something made me like, why you need the acknowledgements from other, why you need the certification from other, are you not knowing your own self-worth? You see
That's
yourself, just check your mirror, see your credentials, see your own academic qualification, what you are, why you need the certifications from other basically. So first of all, to know yourself, you have to go through a very deeper inside of you. So deeper inside of you, in sense, go through the bitter experiences, I will say. You will see lot many changes, you will filter out your own experiences basically. Yeah.
wow, wow, wow. Very, very nice. And as you grow in this journey, I would love to know from you what are your plans, right now? How are you coping with the environment? What is your take on the current situation?
So from last 1 year, we all are going through a very tough time for each and every country wherever we are basically. Like, so this particular time, I will not say it's completely negative or completely a downfall for everyone, because I can see people are really learning to how to make money also in such a difficult part also, a difficult time also. So I'll say this is a lesson, a big lesson for every one of us. Everybody has now learned how to take care of your health. Everyone is trying to make themselves more beautiful, not only from outside, from inside also. Like, taking care of your health, mentally and physical health. Like, so
Yes.
money has definitely, business has been impacted, definitely drastically impacted, specifically in the training fraternity, because we are more into the physical trainings than in the virtual trainings basically. But this is something, it's like, people have learned, and like they have literally upgraded themselves. Lots many lessons we have done, lots many new learnings we have done, because this pandemic time we were all at our home. Like, so most of the time the investment was done in the reading and the learning itself. Like, so whenever the tough time comes now, I have always learned just to sit back and be at peace. Like, don't try to change the situation. Don't try to change the situation, because you can only try to change yourself. Like, you can only try to adjust with the situation. Like, because pandemic or corona is not going to get out within a month or two. It's going to be with us. I don't know how long it is going to be, like, so
Yeah.
if you say ki, something like tomorrow or maybe after 6 months, because we got the vaccination, so everything is going to be normal. So it's not going to be normal ever basically, because we are already got impacted, affected by the corona. Like, so there is that virus is already inside us now. So we have to live with that virus, but in a positive way. Like, that immunity has been built up. Like, we now know how to nurture our body, how to take care of our yourself. And when we talk about the business kind of a thing, so this is, as I said, challenges are always there. But even I train people for like, whenever there is a tough time, so you need to really check whether it's a challenge or it's an opportunity. So you need to
Mm.
adjust. Maybe you're not earning that much which you are earning before 6 months or 1 year, but at least you have food in your platter. At least you have something to eat. At least God has gifted you something. So if you accept that positivity and gratitude inside you, so that journey will be easy. I'm not saying that it will completely change your perspective, but definitely it will help you to survive in this tough time. Like, so I'm
Yes.
just I'm counting the blessings whatever I'm having in my hand right now. Like, whatever the God has been blessed me with. Like, yeah.
That is really the truth of the matter. And when you said the world has leveled up, people have become more healthy and more beautiful inside
Yes,
out.
yes,
And that's the
out.
truth of the matter, because many people have kind of, I always tell in my interviews, people have drop from the head to the heart right now.
Yes.
Many people have done that. They're like, okay, so now everybody is softer, more conscious, and more,
Conscious,
yeah, and
awakened.
more. That's right. That's right. So
Yeah,
that's so
there.
powerful right now. And thank you for that
Yeah,
reminder that you have. Go on.
yeah, and now we can see we have more collaborations in the with each other countries also. If you really see that, the bonding has become more stronger. Now humanity is something talking. Like, people have understood the ground reality that we are not going to live forever. So the greediness which we are talking about as a human, somewhere they have understood that the reality of the nature. That don't play with nature, please. Like, don't play with nature.
Yes, yes, absolutely. So this has been so exciting, and we have already spoken for 20 minutes. Can you imagine? That time runs so fast, and I can sit
Yeah.
down here and listen to
Yes.
everything that you're saying. It's just so heartwarming and so wise, you know. Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much for that. Can you share with us your final message for the women who are listening in? They are women who are from home. They can be any walks of life. What is your message for the women listening in?
See, when I see women, like, they are completely perfect and so beautiful in themselves, like. But the most of the thing, or most of the time, which we are missing is the self love, as I said, like, whether you're entrepreneur, whether you're a housemaker, or whether you are a teacher, professional. First of all, please take care of yourself mentally, physically. If you are fit by mentally, physically, then only you're going to like, be a support to your whole family, because we are the pillar of the family, even in the professional life, also in the personal life also. Like, there's many dependency, or unknowingly dependencies are there. So self-worth, self-love is very much important. Focus on yourself, focus on your life, focus on your goals, whatever you want to do, and make peace, like, and don't like actually ask for the acknowledgement from the world. Like, you're perfectly all right in your imperfections. Like, you don't need to be perfect.
Perfectly all right in your imperfection. That would be the
Imperfect.
message for everyone.
Yes.
Very nice, very nice. Thank you so much, Tejal. It was wonderful catching up with you and
Thank you.
having you share the stage and share your wisdom, your heart, your achievements, as well as your learnings with all the women in the space together with us in WomenOpreneur program. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Azeeza. Dr. Ajay, it was literally a privilege. It's an honor. Would like to really see you again, and God bless you. All the best for all new ventures, whatever you are going to explore. God
Thank
bless
you.
you and your
Thank
team. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you
you.
very much. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. This is a sure video that needs to go out viral to empower and really enrich the hearts and the minds of women out there. So remember to share and let the world shine with you. This is Dr. Azeeza, a project of Go Global Business School. We'll see you next week with another powerful Women Opreneur.